And now, for your listening pleasure, reaching for the bars.
Huzzah.
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 What you drinking, maybe? You got a beer in the car?
Little roadie?
No, got a little coffee. Should have made an Irish coffee.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, Irish coffee.
I don't think we're drinking either. I've got coffee. Caleb's got a fancy coffee.
I just have what the gym had here. I guess that's
Caleb's
fancy.
got a caramel frappuccino. He's lying too.
I have a Black Rifle espresso mocha, not macchiato. I really want to.
Oh, nice.
I looked at mocha and I was like, that's way too short to be macchiato.
How funny would that be if like Caleb was like a Starbucks snoz? Like,
Dude,
like had like the most specific order from Starbucks. That would just be like the most off the wall thing.
He's like, it's got to be almond milk, sugar-free vanilla. I feel like he's hiding it from us. It's there. It's in there.
My high end side is only Rachel sees it. So,
Well, welcome everybody to Reaching for the Bars.
Yeah, welcome to Reaching for the Bars podcast. It is Andrew, myself in studio.
Oh yeah,
and Mabry calling in
Ghost Mabry.
from a undisclosed location that we cannot give up. So, Mabry, say hi to the flip.
What's going on, everybody?
Mabry's doing some top secret work for the podcast.
That's right. Yeah, undercover. So, unfortunately, today we do not have our very own Dusty LeBar, but he quit on us. He's like, we just got to the point where we're making a lot of money, so you know what? I'm taking my portion. I'm peacing out and stuff. So, no, I'm just kidding. No, so unfortunately, Dusty's not with us today, but I do know for a fact that he had a great Thanksgiving with his mom and everyone that in his side of the family that came down and visited him. I know they deep fried a turkey, had a good time, didn't burn the house down, so that's always good.
He's 3 for 3 now.
He's crushing it, honestly. That's better than some kickers in the league.
Yeah.
So true.
And then myself, so we're just gonna go over our Thanksgiving real quick, and then we'll get in some fun Christmas stuff.
Let's do it. Season's greetings.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Season's greetings. It's an interesting thing. Sorry. But anyway, I'll start off by just saying, had a good one. Went down to Florida, visited my parents. Everyone got to see the little nugget and got to hold her and throw her around, shake her a lot, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was really good. I'm just kidding. It was a lot of fun. Saw a lot of family. My brother just bought 13 acres of land. So we went out to his property and did a lot of different stuff out there. So it was fun. It was a good time.
Sounds like
safe
a lot of
travels.
fun. I know y'all did some shooting. That looked like fun.
He has a shooting range on property on his 13 acres. It's pretty cool. I'll be honest.
Caleb sent us a picture. Go ahead, Mabry.
I was gonna say that's the dream right there.
Oh, that is the dream. Caleb sent us a picture, and they were
got shooting like range on this. That's awesome.
Caleb, you sent a picture, and there were a lot of children near that range.
Well, in the picture, we weren't actively shooting at that time.
Fair enough.
We were
good clarification.
My brother was showing the property off and that kind of stuff. So we were walking around whenever we got there.
Nice.
So yeah, I don't think anyone really did any shooting this time. But it's definitely going to be happening here in the future. So
yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, it was good. I do have to say, so Penelope is 4 months old. She did great on the way down. She slept just about the whole way down to Jacksonville. And then on the way home, she did really well again. And then we got to like maybe the last hour and a half, and she was getting a little fussy. So Rachel's like, all right, I want to drive. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I get in the back with her. and she sleeps for a half hour, and then the last hour of the trip, she is like full force, belly screaming, tears coming down her face. Rachel's like, do I need to stop? I'm like, no, push through. We're getting home.
She made up for the 30 hours in 1 hour.
Dude, she was not having it. It was, but now she's happy as a baby.
I saw her yesterday, and I guess it hadn't even been that long. I feel like she's grown so much already.
Yeah. I saw whenever we went down, my mom has like newborn pictures everywhere in her house. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, golly, she's changed so much in 4 months. Like, it's crazy how much they grow. Because I remember with Odin and Cammie, I remember them as like little babies. And now Cammie's like running around stealing toys from Odin and saying stuff to us. And I'm like, golly, she's so big now.
It's true.
It's crazy. It's Penelope's already a big old baby. Like we have some other friends who have babies that are pretty like similar. Like we have a friend that had a baby that was born, I think, like a week or two after Penelope, and they are completely different sizes. Penelope is already big, and she's growing so much. It's crazy how they change overnight. Even when you're with them every day, you're like, what's happening?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's gonna be like one day I'm blinking and she's like, I'm taking the car. It's like, what?
That's why you gotta take Kenny Chesney's advice. Don't blink.
Don't blink.
All right, sorry. That was a good joke. All right, Mabry, how was your turkey day?
It was good. So me and the family went out to go see Gabby's side out in Houston, Texas. So we did the driving part. We drove. It's an 11-hour drive, so we drove through the night on the way there, so the kids could sleep most of the way.
Smart.
And they did a pretty good job. And then on the way back, we broke it up. We stopped in Louisiana, and then drove the rest and did a 2-day thing. Did a hotel, let them trash a hotel room, stuff like that. But yeah, we got a big family on Gabby's side. I'm an only child, so I grew up with cousins and seeing people like that on Thanksgiving. But when we go to Gabby's side, her immediate family is massive. So there's 5 grandkids, and Gabby's sister actually announced while we were there that she's pregnant again.
Oh, awesome.
She's going to have 3. Yeah,
oh, wow.
So she's going to have 3. That's her little sister. We have 2, and then her older sister has 1. So we're about to have 6 grandkids.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Maybe is there anything?
So the house gets rowdy.
Is there anything you'd like to tell us too?
No.
I was in the dark. I was in the dark here. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, like her sister makes an announcement, and everyone like looks to Gabby like, every time someone's pregnant, we're not on it. Like, yep, you know what, we are too. Like, nah.
So funny.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you do, man. You do.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I think Gabby's listening to this right now, so it's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
Gabby's fine.
Oh boy.
She's on board though. If we have another one, it's not going to be right now. So it'll be in the future. But we had a good time. A bunch of family there. We actually got all the kids. We gave them little scooters. They got like 2 wheels in the front, 1 in the back, and they got like little seats that you can attach to them. So the kids really like that. And the kids' age range are 4 to like 4.5 to like 1 years old. So it's they're all like right there in the same age group. So it's a fun time.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. That sounds like great.
Nice.
Sounds like a lot to keep up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Andrew, how's your Thanksgiving?
Mine was good too. My parents and my grandfather was in town from Chicago area.
Oh, that's right. You hosted it, right?
Yeah, so they all came over to my apartment, and we cooked everything there. And then Seth, reaching for the bars athlete, Seth came over as well. And we had a good time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we obviously watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, like I mentioned last week. And I think that was Seth's first time watching it. And
Did he like it?
Yeah, he liked it a lot. He immediately was like, "This is like Due Date." I was like, "Yeah, this is like the original Due Date." And yeah, it was funny. But yeah, we had a good time. Grandpa did pretty good. Napped 2 times before Thanksgiving, so he was ready to go.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, how old is he? 90?
He's 90 years old.
90 years old?
Yeah.
I mean, when you're 90 years old, man, you need your recovery.
Yeah, he's doing good, man. He's still chipper.
He's staying up all night, you know.
Oh, jeez.
So, one last thing about Thanksgiving is the gym had their 3rd annual Turkey Bowl. Mabry, I wish you could have been there.
Yeah, you should have seen this catch I had, Mabry. It was
Andrew had one
incredible.
catch that was out of bounds.
Well, my feet were in. I called for a review, but nobody had video.
But
so.
it was a lot of fun. Everyone that came out, we had a good showing. Everyone came out, had a lot of fun. There wasn't like any, I don't know, nothing too crazy as far as like people taking it way too serious and stuff like that. Just a bunch of good people having some fun, playing some flag
biggest
football.
bad blood was just Jeremy.
Jeremy
had the most rushing yards, but it was because he was cheating every time.
Yeah,
he
Jeremy
just kept
would
walking the ball forward.
Jeremy would get the ball and immediately start just run with his arms down beside his flag, and it's like well, you can't do that. And then he would also play like lineman on defense, and he would just keep kicking the ball back from the line of scrimmage. So like he's like, I gained the most yards. He's like, yeah, because you moved the ball back 2 yards every time we had a different. We had a new play. But no, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
You got to stay home one year, maybe, so you can come and hit it up.
I know, man. Yeah, I know. I was like scrolling through the pictures, and I was just like so much FOMO and sadness that I wasn't there. I was like, man, that looks like a lot of fun. So
Maybe may or may not be a problem, though.
Maybe would absolutely be a problem. Maybe probably the most.
Like we've never had so many injuries in this Turkey Bowl since the year Mabry went.
Oh no, not even that. Not even that. But I mean, like guarding Mabry or having to play against Mabry or something like that. That would be a problem.
I'm drafting Mabry.
Yeah, Mabry is very athletic. But
Andrew, I would tackle you and then pull your flag off.
We did have that happen yesterday. So.
Oh boy!
But
that's so funny.
It was a good time. But
that's so great the gym does that. It just shows like how great the community is at the gym. That like a bunch of people come out and play flag football, have a good time. It's like, super cool.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, gets you out, gets you moving after eating a bunch of turkey and leftovers and all that good stuff the day before.
Plus, when Todd brings alcohol, it's a good time.
Yeah, Todd brought a Bloody Mary bar. So.
Oh, nice.
To an elementary school.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's right. To a place where we probably couldn't have alcohol. But
hey, we pay our taxes.
I mean, he built the whole place.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
So my thought was we're going to talk a little. I mean, getting into the Christmas season. This is the first week getting into that that in between stage from Thanksgiving ending to before Christmas. Everyone, like the build up to Christmas is always like my favorite part as far as that time of year. Go ahead, Andrew. I know you really want to.
I was just going to do the intro for us real quick. Yeah. You can continue to talk, Caleb.
But so anyway, coming into this Christmas season, yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, keep going. This is good.
We're going to do a Christmas decorations draft. And the reason we're doing Christmas decorations is because what's the first thing that you do after the Thanksgiving meal is over? For Andrew, he watches.
Got to put up those Christmas decorations.
That's right.
Immediately.
Need to start getting the Christmas decorate. Untangle the lights. Find your extension cords you haven't used in a year. Get those little hooks that go on the gutters to keep them up. I mean, you got to go and go find your nativity scene to get out. So.
That's right.
Yeah, I've got my stuff out. I haven't put anything up yet, but
that's what I went over.
I might do that today.
I went over and helped Dusty and Laura put up because they're like, we need someone tall. I'm like, well, that's cool. I'm good for one thing.
I was gonna say, do you get that phone call a lot, Caleb? But hey, Caleb, we really need someone with your specific skill set. Like, what does that have to be installed? We need someone tall.
They're like, Caleb, can you come over and hang this wreath? I was like, yeah, I can do it. And then I come over and they're standing on a step ladder putting the star on top of the tree. I'm like, oh, you can get up on the step ladder to the star up, but you can't do it for the wreath, huh? Sorry. That's a joke. That's a joke I had. The joke I thought of just now.
That was a good one.
Like,
Anyways.
Kayla, can you put the nativity scene on that table? We just can't reach it.
Table, the table that you eat at every day.
Oh
But-
boy, yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. So, doing our Christmas draft, we're gonna get 5 picks. We're gonna go in height order. No, I'm just kidding.
wait.
No,
I'm okay with it.
From shortest to tallest.
raising the bars.
Either way, I'm going second.
Yeah, maybe you're dead in the middle. I thought we could go. I don't know. It doesn't matter what order we go in. I'll go last. I don't care. And then we each get 5 picks. We'll put it out on Instagram, maybe like a little clipping, and put it out there for everyone to see.
I got an idea. How do we can choose who goes first?
Okay.
Who is the last person to have Thanksgiving leftovers? Then we'll do it in that order. So I had Thanksgiving leftovers yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had Thanksgiving leftovers since Friday, so I'm out.
Okay.
We had Thanksgiving leftovers the next day, literally.
So-
I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna do good at this then.
So-
We had Thanksgiving leftovers.
Did you have it for lunch or dinner?
We had it for lunch.
Okay,
Oh, yeah. He beat me then.
Okay. So I guess it'll be me, Mabry, Caleb.
Okay. So maybe he still goes in the middle.
Yeah. Shortest to tallest.
Dang it! I was in the middle, and no matter what way we cut this.
So these Christmas decorations, I mean, we're going to make, as typical of us, we're going to end up making rules throughout. These don't have to be anything too crazy. We don't have to go into a big in-depth explanation of why we're choosing them. But just kind of going through a list in your mind, what are the first things that come to mind whenever you're choosing Christmas decorations? And at the end, whenever we're looking at the 5, we can put it out there and see what people think as far as who got the best end of the draft.
All right, I'm documenting here.
The last question I have, since I'm going third, is do we want to do a snake draft? But no, I'm just kidding. We'll go in order every time.
We gotta go straight.
Yeah.
Okay, straight draft. Gotcha.
Maybe it doesn't really change much for Mabry, but
Still in the middle.
All right. So I'm going first here. It's
feel
the
like-
mother Mac Daddy of all Christmas decorations.
I feel
It's
like-
got to be the Christmas tree.
all right, yes, okay. I was gonna be upset with you if
yeah.
you didn't say tree.
If you said something like, I could just see you saying something off the wall.
It's like it's the
why? Why
inflatable
you gotta
minion
do
in the
that?
front yard.
Andrew's like, you know that like fake snow you put around like the Christmas town and you're like that fake snow. It's like, what? Why?
Why would you do that?
It's my favorite.
They're just cotton balls, Andrew. Just-
It's literally just a material that people use. Come on.
All right, Mabry, you're up.
All right. So I'm going. One of my all-time favorites. Grew up with it. Nativity scene. Gotta have it.
The nativity
It's gonna be like
scene.
one of the first things we. Yep.
That's the good pick, right?
yeah, that's a solid pick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
You made your deal with God. It may not be a number 1 pick, but it is because it is. You know.
Yeah. You gotta get.
you're. I'm gonna be honest. My number one was gonna be Christmas tree. My number 2 is gonna be nativity scene. So this is tough for me.
Yeah.
I did not see maybe choosing nativity scene. I'm gonna be honest
I didn't
because
either, but I respect it.
I'm gonna go with the good old classic because it's a 2-for-1er. The stocking over the mantle
Oh, nice.
because it's a 2-for-1er.
good.
You get the stocking stuffers inside of it, but it's also a decoration as well. So it's a useful decoration,
Actually, practical.
practical.
Good point. I like that. That's a good pick. Okay.
I appreciate it.
That is a good one.
I almost
like
didn't
that.
even think about it. That is there. That is a decoration. All right, I'm going. This might be high, but for me, just because I live in a small apartment, so I don't have a lot of options. I don't have a roof to put lights on, so for me, this is a big deal. The door. Give me the door wreath. The Christmas
door
wreath.
The door reef. That's gonna hit the apartment community.
Yeah. I'm really nailing down my crowd. It's a tight niche, but it's
Edge's next pick is going to be the Christmas welcome mat.
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right, maybe go ahead.
All right. So I'm between two on this. I'm not going to give away my other one, but they're both, to me, I favor one more than the other. So I got to go front yard inflatables. I love them. They're the best.
Okay.
Front yard
okay.
inflatables.
I knew y'all do like the Minion one, don't you? Or is that?
No, I'm
or-
going to have to get that.
They have a snowman. Rachel and I have
Or
a
you
minion.
guys
one.
have the
Yeah,
Minion one? Yeah.
I have a minion and a Chewbacca.
Yeah, I'm be honest, guys. I think that's high. I think it's high to go to, but if it's something that matters to you, but that's all right.
So
I'm thinking like the stuff that we're definitely putting out. Like those are the first things. Like, got to get them out. Like, got to get the nativity scene out. Christmas tree.
I mean-
front yard inflatables. It's also
That
there.
third- that's your third
front
thing.
yard inflatable.
I mean, Mabry's got a fun list so far. I mean, I like it.
It goes from nativity scene to inflatable. All right. So sticking with the outdoor trend,
Okay.
I mean, the most obvious choice is the Christmas lights on a house.
Okay. Yeah. So, like specifically the roof liners.
The roof liners, exactly. The one that kind of highlight your peaks and go across your gutters, maybe even wrap around your windows, all that type of stuff. So
I got
outdoor
you.
lights.
Yeah. That's the one I was in between. I was like, I go Christmas light. And I feel like probably the more popular vote is Christmas lights over inflatables, but we personally like the inflatables just a little bit more than lights.
Okay. Okay. So I will say at this point, it's getting a little. We're already past like the things we already know, right?
I mean, now it's just kind of come down to like, what are you comfortable with?
Yeah.
What did Ma and Pa
I got you right
set
here.
up for you?
Oh, every year we had the Santa's sleigh with all the reindeer on the table.
On the table? Okay.
Or on the coffee table.
I thought you were about to be on the roof. I was like, oh, that's a big.
That's a
Like,
big
it was a big deal. My mom went all out.
Yeah. Like, man, that is well done.
Yeah.
So
I
a
mean,
little Santa sleigh model. I always liked that. It was just made it feel like Christmas.
that's fair. That's fair. I like it.
All right, I'm going to go back to one that y'all probably kind of forgot about a little bit, but it's definitely a classic. How about the ornaments on the tree, guys?
Oh,
You're
Gotta
right.
have
They can't
nice
just be
ornaments,
the
all the
yeah.
special, the specialty like things that you get from family members, the silly ones, the ones you don't really care about, but you hang them anyway.
Wow,
ornaments.
that's a good pick, Mabry. 'Cause
that is a good pick because that includes the ones you made that your mom puts up that you made whenever you were in like first grade. It's like, why do you still have this?
Still
It's like,
embarrassing you.
exactly.
like this macaroni is so old.
Dude, no
Like,
joke.
That was made out of gingerbread. It can't be okay to hang.
He was like, we can't save this.
How has a mouse not gotten to this yet? No, that's it. That's definitely a good one. So for me, I mean, this may not be for everyone because everyone has different, obviously, Christmas experience and stuff like that. But my mother has probably one of the largest nutcracker collections I don't think I've ever seen anyone have more. So I'm going to have to go with a Christmas nutcracker and the fact that she had, I mean, just an unbelievable amount. And whenever I was a kid, I would get them out and play with them, like have them fight my army men. I'd line it up.
Nice.
It was the nutcrackers versus the army men.
Heck yeah, that's a good pick.
That's a solid third round pick right there. Like, we have two giant nutcrackers we put out on my front porch. Like, I mean, nutcrackers are classic.
Yeah, you
Solid
kind of
pick.
forget about them. They kind of slide under the radar, but they are like, I mean, they're holding inflatables around the arm and saying like, "You got this. You're the new man on the block." But they're the ones
They're the
screaming
OGs.
Yeah.
They're the OGs.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, they're in plays. There's a whole play.
Nutcracker
Ballet.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Fourth pick. This one is, and honestly, I'm kind of surprised it goes this late, but I think it deserves to be up there. They are expensive though, so not everybody has these, but they're really cool. My grandfather used to have one that I would love. I think my uncle has it now. It's the model train. It's the train that goes around the tree.
I like that. That's a good one.
Oh,
That's
I like
different.
that. Yeah.
We had one of those.
They're
We had
fun.
one of those growing
They're
up.
just so fun.
Especially like whenever they turn on with the Christmas lights and they like all start going at the same time
Yeah, man.
on the timer.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that, Andrew.
I'm proud of that pick.
The train tree.
I guess it should be
doubt.
tree train.
All right, so my 4th round pick, I'm going to go back to the Christmas tree, and let's put something on top of it. You got to have the star. You know, some of my family does an angel on top of it. They're going back to that Jesus, trying to keep Jesus in the house. But, yeah, the tree topper. I want my 4th pick to be the tree topper. Whatever you put on top of that tree. It's a special moment to hang the tree, or put the thing on top of the tree. That's the tree topper.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I kind of saw you going that way, so I didn't want to take it from you. You know, I wanted you to have a solid team there just to finish it out. It wouldn't make sense, you know.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
It's like taking Shaq from Kobe. Just doesn't make any sense.
I like it.
Or Kobe from Shaq.
Hey, man, too soon.
Oh, boy.
All right. All right. So, now, did you all grow up in a house with like a second story, so like you had stairs and stuff?
I did not, but
Yeah.
I'm interested where you go with this.
So, at least most of the time, whenever I went to a house with that, like growing up north, we had a lot of multi-storied houses because you didn't want to
Stay
make
on
it.
the road, man.
But on those stairs, there was always like a lighted garland going up,
Oh, like the garland. I got you.
and going up, that's like kind of like a reefish look and stuff. So I'm gonna go with that staircase garland that people utilize.
I had that on my list. That's a good one.
That is a good one because you can put that anywhere and it just makes you feel like Christmas.
I was just gonna say, my mom put that stuff. She didn't discriminate. We did have it on our stairs going up for sure, but she didn't discriminate. She put it anywhere. It would be like,
Oh yeah,
she put it on. I remember she would like put it on the back of tables and then put decorations out in front of it and stuff like that. I mean, she would put that stuff up. That's a classic.
It just adds a Christmas feel. That green garland just adds a Christmas feel everywhere you go.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's like putting little bits of Christmas tree throughout the house.
Oh, and if they have like the little cranberries in it, that's extra.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and they got like little red ribbons in it too.
Oh boy.
Now we talk.
See that was my idea with the wreath, man. Once you have that evergreen, it just feels like Christmas. All right, my last pick. I'm gonna round it out. You know, you might have seen where I'm going with this. I've got the Santa sleigh model. I've got the train under the tree. Well, another thing my mom always has in the house is the winter model town. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
The Christmas Village.
Yeah, the Christmas Village is gonna be my rounder.
I like that one. That's a
good one. That's a good one.
That's what my mom always had, the big massive Christmas village that she'd put up.
Yeah.
It was like porcelain and you couldn't like touch it.
I know. I always wanted to play with it, but
Yeah. I'm surprised that one fell to fifth, but that's a good one.
it is a good one. Yeah, it should have gone higher, but
That's a good pick.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Mabry, last one.
All right, I'm glad I got this one because it's really grown throughout the years what they do with all these now. But mine is one of my favorites is the Advent calendars. And I love when those things go up. Yeah, man, I love it when those things go up. And like, there's different ones. They put like candy in them. They put like little things you can do with them. I saw one the other day at Sam's Club that I will be buying. It's a beer.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
there's a new beer for every day. And I was like, oh, yeah.
A new
I want
beer?
that. So, yeah, so it's like a Christmas flavored beer, like whatever. I have to like take a picture and post it on Instagram for the podcast. Yeah, it's an Advent calendar with beers. So like you're like, all right, 24 days left, and you open up the thing and there's a beer and it's like some kind of like Christmas flavored from some brewery or whatever.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, dude, I've always wanted to get one of those like fancier. I usually get like a chocolate one every year, but I kind of want to get one of those fancier ones.
Yeah, that's super cool. Huh.
I thought they have like ones for dogs now, where they have like a toy or a treat.
Oh, okay.
Thought that'd be kind of fun.
You gonna get it for Atlas?
Smart.
I'm not sure. I mean, it's like $50.
Oh, jeez. He's not worth $50 to you.
Oh my god.
He doesn't know it's Christmas.
But he could.
All right, Caleb, last pick. That's a good one, Mabry. Good pick.
Yeah, good pick, Mabry. I like it. I like it. Respectful list, both of you.
I'm glad there's one thing that hasn't gone on here, and I'm a little worried you're going to go this direction based on your last pick, but I'll reveal.
So, mine. I don't the Christmas tree was like the original Christmas decoration, the natural Christmas tree, the real Christmas tree, that scent you get off of it, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing that relates to that in my mind, because it's still that natural setting, is the Christmas flower, the poinsettia.
I don't know how to spell that.
Oh,
I'm gonna say pea flower.
Pea flower. Poinsettia.
Got it.
that's
Or
nice.
pea flower. So I'm gonna go with the poinsettia because it is everything in Christmas is very bright and in your face. There's not a whole lot of natural stuff going on with Christmas, and the fact that it's all like bright lights, flashy stuff, and then the poinsettia has just been that one constant natural flower that consistently gets brought up every Christmas season because it is just the Christmas, like that's what you think of whenever you think of flowers during Christmas.
Yeah, and it's like that natural Christmas red.
Yes.
Right? It's so pretty. Yeah, they always
I
put
love-
it in the church, and
I
it's
love
nice.
that pick.
Yeah. So
That's a good pick. All right. I will say
That's a solid pick.
I'm very, very happy that Tinsel was not drafted. I would have had a conniption.
tinsel.
I
Tinsel.
knew that's what you were thinking.
Was it?
When you said based off his last pick, I was like, oh, he's thinking.
It's like, I swear, if somebody says Tinsel.
No, you gotta.
Yeah. This is fun. This is a good draft.
So to recap,
Yeah.
Andrew, number 1 pick overall, got Christmas tree.
I mean, it had to be.
Beautiful pick.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't argue with it at all. Then he went door wreath, Santa sleigh model, a tree train, and then a Christmas village. Mabry got the nativity scene, number 1 overall pick, inflatables, ornaments, tree topper. His Christmas tree is going to be decked out, and then the advent calendar. And then myself, number 1 overall pick, stocking. We got roof liner lights. And then we got the nutcracker, garland, and the good old pea flower.
Nice. That's
or
good.
poinsettia.
So, yeah, y'all let us know which one of our houses would be best decorated based on our draft.
Yeah.
It's like
and let
you
us
can
know if
only
we missed
decorate your
anything.
house
There's-
based off what you got in the draft.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a good mix of, I think all of us have a good mix of outdoor decorations and indoor decorations.
I mean, mine's perfect for an apartment.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Let me ask you this: if we did like next year, if we do this and like, all right, we do a draft, but you can only use the decorations that you draft to decorate your house that year. If Andrew gets Christmas tree, then I can't come back. I wouldn't go back with hanging ornaments because what am I going to do with these ornaments hanging around the house? Like,
They're just all over the place.
hanging,
They're
like,
just taped
random
on the wall.
ornaments on
Yeah,
the
you just
walls
have-
and that.
there's just fish wire coming down from the ceiling with ornaments on it. It's like, why do you have randomly hanging ornaments?
Couldn't get the tree this
Do
year.
something else, man.
Like, where's the star?
We would physically fight over the number 1 overall pick to get the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And then I feel like just to be a jerk, like number 1 overall pick, people are gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna take ornaments and I'm gonna take the star, because that way the person that got the Christmas tree couldn't decorate it. It's just a tree in their yard.
You could put tinsel on it.
That was brutal.
What do y'all do with the tree after Christmas?
Well,
If you have a real tree.
yeah, it's like usually I have a fake tree.
Okay.
But
I was gonna say we do fake
Yeah.
with the little kids. We used to do real, but now with the kids we went fake.
Becomes a problem with the kids, I'm sure.
every once in a while, my parents
Yeah,
will do a real tree, and I guess we just take it out and leave it out.
Just let it
the
rot. Just
Well, usually like there's like the trash people come pick up the stuff.
See, so growing up, we would put in a burn barrel, and it would be our last bit of Christmas. Like weeks after Christmas, we take it out, and it still gives you that mint or that kind of
Evergreen.
evergreen scent whenever you burn it.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I like that. That's fun.
yeah,
Yeah, that was fun. We'll probably do a couple more of these Christmas drafts. Y'all let us know if we missed anything. We probably did.
I'm sure we did.
They're gonna be like, y'all missed the most important thing of all.
So yeah, Angela and Grant are gonna text and be like, y'all missed the crawfish. It's like, that's not a Christmas decoration. It's like, these crawfish shells are Christmas decorations. Let me tell
Speaking
you.
of, LSU lost last night.
Oh, did they?
Like, that's
Yeah,
sad.
they did.
That's
Like, oh,
who'd they play?
I don't remember.
The Raging
Yeah,
Cajuns.
they played Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Oh, they played Texas. I thought it was rivalry week.
So they lost, and so if they lose,
Clemson lost too.
Yep. And so Alabama's got a chance,
that was
man.
crazy.
Unfortunately, I think they do. Maybe, I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
I think TCU's still undefeated.
Yep.
I think they might be.
Yeah,
Michigan's still undefeated. Michigan beat Ohio State.
Yeah, pretty stoutly too.
Yeah, that was a big deal for them.
But yeah, so that was the Christmas decorations. Speaking about sports, I was just gonna go over real briefly. We can talk about it a little bit if you guys like.
Yeah.
But this Christmas in particular is kind of a odd Christmas in the fact that once you wake up, you open up the presents, you have kids, the kids want to play with them, all that kind of stuff. Everything gets settled down after the morning. And then you kind of go through this lull of just like, oh, we're just going to sit here and visit. Well, in the background, put some sports on the TV. So that way you have something to watch.
Sports ball.
What?
Sports ball.
Sports ball.
Sports ball.
This year there is a plethora of sports on Christmas Day.
Heck yeah.
We have the one that everyone's going to be talking about for the next upcoming weeks is the FIFA World Cup. So I know Dusty and Laura are big soccer fans, mainly Laura, and they're going to be watching majority of the FIFA World Cup games. So on their Christmas Day, they can sit back, relax, and turn on a good old soccer game to fall asleep to.
So they're just in the groups.
I'll be honest. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say they're in the groups right now, so it takes 4 weeks to get to the final. Is that the final game?
I don't even think that's the final game.
Jeez.
I think that's just some of the games on it. I have to look at the schedule again.
I mean, I enjoy it when America's in it, but I don't know if they'll make it this year. I think they need to beat Iran.
It's our men, so that's the
Yeah.
problem. Our women are really good.
That's true.
And our men are not very good.
Yeah.
They did tie England though. So
Yeah, and I think
that was like a big deal.
I think if they beat Iran, they go to the next round.
Yeah, we have to beat Iran to get in.
So I had this
we've tied both times, which is like ugh.
which is better than what we've done in past. Because before we weren't even invited to the World Cup.
Well, I think 2 World Cups ago we were. That was maybe it was season 3.
Well, we didn't make it out of the
the
groups.
last one.
I think we got crushed in the group.
Yeah,
There was one
we
year
did
we
miss
had
out.
like really good, right, where we went to like the semifinals.
I don't remember
I
that.
don't know.
We've never been
I
good at
just
soccer.
remember
Our
we had,
women,
like, that
our
really good
women are
goalie.
really good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
our men who struggle.
So
Our
like
women are awesome.
I had this conversation with Laura, Dusty's wife, yesterday, saying that like our women, like women USA women, don't have like a lot of like as children they don't have like a lot of other sports competing with soccer. So like they have volleyball, they have like basketball, that kind of stuff. But soccer is like one of the major sports for women to get into.
Yeah.
And for men, like boys come out, they're trying to play baseball, they're trying to play basketball, they're trying to play football. So like these other sports that America has that end up paying like a lot of money and like more flashy per se, get a little bit more publicity in the United States. That's going to draw the young men to go I'm going to be a football player instead of a soccer player. Or that they take some of our athletes away that could be very, very good, talented soccer players, but they turn out becoming something else because they get distracted doing something else, which is why we're not up to par with the other countries in soccer.
Yeah.
But our women's team is because, I mean, women's WNBA isn't making the same amount of money that the NBA is. Like, let's be honest. So,
Yeah.
but
No, that's a really good point. You know, like it really depends on where you grow up too. Like, you know, where I grew up, soccer was like no one played soccer. Not even like we didn't have. Like, it wasn't even an option. Like, so you know who? Like, and I'm sure there's tons and tons of places just like that where you have all these like talented. We had, and just in our area, you know, we had people who go play D1 sports throughout colleges. Well, none of them even were exposed to soccer. Now we had soccer like when you're a little kid, but then it was like when you hit like 3rd grade, it's like I don't play soccer anymore. Pick a main sport.
Yeah.
So it's because it's not available. Like we didn't have club teams or it wasn't offered in schools. So like how many of these like to Caleb's point, how many athletes just aren't even considering soccer at all? So,
yeah.
Like, I mean, it's got to be that. It's got to be that, and just the fact that like it's not people don't watch soccer on Saturdays. You know,
that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, Most people aren't watching soccer. They're watching
Yeah.
Alabama play Auburn. They're playing Florida State.
Yeah.
Michigan play Ohio State. They're watching that.
There is a big push though for its popularity in America. Like I think MLS signed like a big contract with Apple TV, so I think you can watch all the games on Apple TV.
That's cool.
With MLS. So
I mean, I don't.
and when Huntsville's getting a minor league team.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's major league.
Oh, it's major.
It's major.
MLS.
Yeah, it's a major league team.
Yeah, it's MLS.
Oh,
It's
it's
our-
serious.
It's
MLS,
Huntsville's
baby.
first professional sports team.
Oh, no way! I'll go watch that. That's pretty cool.
I think it's like Alabama's only top tier professional sport. Like we have professional sports, like the trash fandom, like minor and stuff.
Yeah.
But we don't have like an NBA, MLB, NFL, any of those like top tier. But
Right.
This is like Alabama's first top tier professional sports, MLS.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I
Hopefully
think
that'll.
Huntsville City Football Club.
Yeah, I think that's right.
We also have the
HCFC.
we also have the
Represent.
Havoc, which is like
Right.
a feeder team into the NHL as well and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
So
And then I mean, there's a couple minor league teams, baseball teams in the state, and then I guess maybe we can talk about the Birmingham Mustangs, but we'll the jury's out.
I mean, they won. They
Yeah.
were the champions of the USFL, weren't they?
Yeah.
I wonder why. The biggest fan base because it was in Birmingham.
Yeah, every game was done in Birmingham. Ultimate home field advantage.
When you think of Alabama in sports, you think of college football.
Yeah,
that's what you think.
That's
of.
the reason why everybody's an Alabama fan or Auburn fan. You know?
Yeah, they don't really have that professional sports team that they go to.
It's getting a little better. I think, like, especially in North Alabama, we've talked about this a little bit. Like, a lot of people are becoming Titans fans or Falcons fans, and pretty much everybody here is a Braves fan.
Yeah, especially when the team's good, it's a lot easier to root for them.
Yeah,
So the Titans have been good in recent years.
yeah, exactly.
Everyone comes out of the woodworks when people get
Like,
good.
oh, Derrick Henry, huh? Alabama football player over here, huh?
That's what this year in particular everyone's like, "Oh, I'm a Dolphins fan." Like, "Oh, you're a Dolphins fan now?" It's like, "Where have you been for the last 20 years?" I've never seen you ever do anything.
They're like, well, they have Tua and Jalen Waddle. Roll Tide, baby.
Yeah.
Alabama.
Dude, Alabama fans
It's
will
like,
find a
oh.
way. I've even got a buddy. It was funny. His fiance is from Delaware, and she was like, "Well, I think I want to start watching NFL." And she was like, "Maybe I could like be an Eagles fan since I'm close." And his the guy, he was like, he's basically like, "Oh yeah, we could do that. Jalen Hurts is up there." And you're like, "Okay, well, whatever works."
Roll Tide, baby. It's like, he went to Oklahoma after you,
It
right?
doesn't matter.
It's like he'll never say
There's
sooner.
a lot of people in Alabama that strictly like NFL teams because Alabama people or Auburn people play on that team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I believe that for sure.
But I mean, if it gets them to watch professional, whatever, I guess. So actually, we were talking about soccer, and I want to bring this up first because I mentioned, I think I sent it to y'all on Instagram. I don't know if you saw it, Mabry, but it blew my mind because I've always thought the word soccer was just like American. And every time somebody's like, "You stupid Americans call it soccer, it's supposed to be called football." Well, here's some knowledge for you. And Adam, go ahead and fact check me. That's fine. But the brief understanding of where the word soccer came from is that there was a slang that these young kids would use in Britain where they would add ER to the end of words. So like maybe wanker is comes from that.
We never used the Nate Bargatze rule.
Yeah,
Wow.
sure. I can say wanker. Right?
Wow, right for the cuss word, huh?
I don't know any other words because I'm not a redcoat. But but anyways, so it was called football, obviously. But there was also rugby, which was called rugby football, and then soccer football was called association football. And so they decided that they were just going to call rugby, and then they called association football was shortened like slang to ASOC, and then people probably were calling it a soccer, and now it just turned into soccer. So it has British origins. The word soccer does.
Which is crazy that for way back in the day, Britain was like, you know what's slang for everything? Just add an ER at the end of it. It's like that's what's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's like that's not slang. Like, I mean, look at today's world. Like, kids are like, What's instead of saying fire, they're saying fi.
Fi.
Yeah.
See, we just remove letters.
Yeah.
It's faster that way.
Yeah.
They're adding
You're
letters.
Like, bruh. Like you, bruh.
Brother.
What? I don't even. Is that an A or a O?
Brother.
What?
Yeah, so next time your little British fancy pants friends say, or actually probably not.
I think it's everybody else but the Brits.
Yeah, pretty much. Anybody who's like, oh, it's called football, not soccer, you can shove that fact in their face.
Apparently, Andrew has a beef with Britain.
I always
I
have
was
a beef
gonna
with
say.
Britain. Are you kidding me?
How many people are correcting you about using the word soccer?
Yeah,
It's
I
a
was-
lot. It's a lot. It's too many.
It's too many, apparently.
I mean,
That's funny.
in all fairness, not every country has the great sport of football, American football.
Yeah.
So they call it football in there because that's their greatest sport that they have.
Well, then, so the other side that I don't know this fact, but I wonder if the reason we call our football is because it's so similar to rugby.
That could be. That's interesting.
That could be it.
Yeah.
If you pay attention at all to like Canadian football, which no one ever does, but
It's like,
if
what?
you-
That's the thing? I didn't even know that's the thing.
yeah, the Canadians have their own league, but if you paid attention to it, the rules in Canadian football are basically a mixture of American football and rugby.
Okay.
So like they're like, they took took parts of each sport that they like and combine them together. And now they have like they can.
What are their overtime rules? Because I might switch leagues.
I don't know what their overtime. It's like they went on a coin flip.
Dang it!
It's like, golly,
That's
it's
worse.
the same. They just don't even have to play. But
They do rock, paper, scissors.
So that's it.
But so yes, World Cup happening on Christmas Day. Other sports that are happening. The NBA has a list of games going on, but nobody really cares about the NBA. So we're not going to talk about them.
They do have a lot of games.
They do. They always Christmas and NBA have been like a thing for like a long time. But more importantly, the NFL has 3 games on Christmas Day.
I didn't realize this was happening.
Now we're talking.
Are you ready for? Okay, are you guys ready for the first one I'm about to tell you?
I'm
Andrew
excited.
sees it already, but
I'm
maybe he
excited.
hasn't seen it. I don't think.
Hit me with it.
At 1 p.m. Christmas Day on Fox, the Packers play in Miami.
Let's
Boom.
go. I mean, we all
Oh.
knew this one. This one.
Bloodbath.
This is-
trying to get down there, but we're like, nah, we're all gonna be with family. But
Yeah, it's not happening.
let's go.
Caleb, if you're expecting a
Ultimate
Christmas,
podcast game.
yeah,
So
Caleb, if you're expecting a message from me like Merry Christmas, don't, just don't.
So my question is, and I'll let you guys since Dusty isn't here, I'll let you guys talk about it.
Okay.
But should we make some type of bet
Yeah.
on the Packers Dolphins game? Because it just
For sure.
seems right. It's on Christmas Day. Baby Jesus is born. The Dolphins and Tua are going to roll over the
All right.
Packers. So I mean, I'm just wondering what kind of punishment can I put you guys through? So I'll let you guys like throughout this week, you guys talk about it. We'll talk about it next week on the podcast and see what we do.
All right.
But Christmas Day, Packers, Dolphins, 1 p.m. on Fox. I'm pretty freaking pumped.
Yeah.
That'd be a good game, I think.
Yeah, that's going to be
awesome. I mean, that's gonna be. It would be a crime for us not to put a bet on it. I mean, one of 2 things are going to be happening. Aaron Rodgers is going to show up prime time Christmas Day and ball out like he does, or we're gonna bench him, put Jordan Love in, and he's going to rise to the occasion, and we're going to stomp y'all out. So,
Yeah, either way, it's a win.
Or
Yeah.
the most likely scenario, the Dolphins are going to put up 52 points on y'all
Yeah.
and hold you guys to maybe 21, and we beat you by double digits. So, I mean, that's
Wow. What a prediction.
what.
I mean, Tua won't even make it that far.
Oh, easy. God, are you wishing harm on an Alabama quarterback?
No. I would never.
How dare you?
Other games on that day, 4:30 p.m., CBS and Nickelodeon. So if you want a little fun. So Nickelodeon had to take this game on because it's so boring. It is the Broncos at the Rams. I mean,
Oh
Yeah,
man,
it's rough.
Russell.
You want to talk about booking a game at preseason and thinking it's just going to be a freaking light show,
Oh, for
and
sure.
then midway through the season, be like, man, we messed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
No.
okay. It's at 4:30, so like everybody's gonna be eating. It'll be fine.
Nap
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nap time game. That's for sure. And then the nightcap, the Buccaneers at Arizona playing the Cardinals on NBC.
Do the Cardinals upset them? I think so.
I think I don't know if it's an upset at that point,
you're
honestly.
right, yeah.
But so, I really think the Buccaneers will do well, mainly because Tom Brady doesn't have a family to celebrate Christmas with anymore. So
Ooh.
he will be focused on the game. He's not missing anything.
You're right. Ball is life. for
I
that
mean,
man.
he doesn't have any kids to wake up and give presents to. Like, he's ready to go.
That's this.
What do you think Christmas is like at Tom Brady's house? He's like, Dad, what'd you get me for this year? And he's like, I got you vegan-based meat. That's it.
So wait, Christmas based on
You have football.
yeah.
Oh, God.
Christmas based on this
Again,
year
Dad?
or previous years? Because I think it's gonna be different this year for
Well,
him.
different. Yeah, this year he's alone in a hotel.
He's gonna be
Dude, those kids are going to have the best Christmas presents ever. Both their super rich parents are going to be trying to win them their love through gifts because they're probably not really good parents. So
They're-
That's a good.
they're
point.
like
mean, it's
I bought
it's
you.
a sad thing, but it's going to work out for these kids. There's a lot of,
He's like
stuff going on for
he's
them.
like I bought you a car. He's like I'm 12 years old. He's like yeah. He's like I can't drive it. It's like that's okay. It drives itself. It's a Tesla.
You'll grow, you'll grow into it.
Yeah, you're growing, dude.
Oh man,
That's not how cars work.
what's the legality of that? Can you put a kid in the driver's seat of a Tesla and it just drive him around?
Put a kid in the driver's seat. I don't think the kid's allowed to be behind the driver's seat, behind the wheel of a car.
Then what if you just put him in the passenger seat and let the car drive itself?
I think there needs to be something present in the driver's seat still. You could put an inflatable doll.
Yeah, there you go.
Why are you doing this to your kid?
Just curious.
Hey,
I don't like it.
hey, remind me, you're never allowed to watch Penelope by herself.
It's like you come over, you're like, Andrew, what's Penelope? I was like, oh, I sent her off to the playground. You're like, what?
Sent her off? What do you mean? You go with her, right? He's like, nah.
No, she's in the Tesla.
Calm down, Caleb. She's in a Tesla.
Yeah.
Can
Did you-
drive itself.
Did you see that reel of that I think I sent you guys of the guy like saying like this is why Tesla's the best car? It shows other cars on the screen. It also shows pedestrians walking through, and like you see the screen and this old lady's walking across, and it has a lady walking across the screen, and then all of a sudden a car comes in and hits the lady on the screen and goes
Oh
flying.
my gosh.
That one was hilarious.
Dude, yeah, that's funny. I wonder if it was real.
I don't know.
Tesla's been crazy. I think I even saw like a video. Tesla like killed 2 people in China, and Tesla was like, we think it was user error, but I don't know, man. This car went from like self parking to driving 90 miles per hour down a road. It's crazy.
It was Lightning McQueen.
Can't trust them, man.
That's hilarious.
The AI bots are trying to kill us all.
But yes, but I'm sure there's.
Hey guys, I gotta step off.
No, you're good.
Yeah, you're good,
but
man.
This was a great one. Love the draft. Excited about all the Christmas stuff coming up in football, and we'll definitely be discussing this coming up on Christmas Day.
Let's
Oh,
go.
yeah.
We'll get it going. But Mabry, thanks for calling in, man.
Yeah, thanks for calling in. Have a safe
yeah.
rest of the drive.
Will do. Y'all have a good one.
See ya.
Bye. All right. So
Now that he's gone.
now we got rid of Mabry, we can finally talk about him. No, I'm just kidding. But so that has been this week's episode. Is there anything else you want to touch base on at all?
I mean, that's really it for me.
So again, make sure to give us some feedback on the Christmas draft.
Yes.
And make sure to go check out those games on Christmas Day, possibly. If you aren't watching a Christmas movie, which is obviously option number 1,
Yeah.
you should be watching the Dolphins beat the Packers on Christmas Day.
I'm sure we'll have an episode about that. I think we've got like 3 or 4 weeks of Christmas.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty more Christmas-themed podcasts to be done. So
It's our favorite time.
this is the best time of the year.
Yeah.
So from all of us here at Reaching for the Bars, we hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. We hope you all make it back home if you were traveling safely. And we can't wait to hear from you and for you to hear from us in the future.
Nice.
But all right, guys, we'll talk to you next week.
All right. Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.